Hi, today we are going to model this part, then later modify this part to form this. This part is a bit advanced, therefore stay tuned. We have the images here for the first model, then you have to modify the part to form this. Okay, let's now model the part as per image 3. We first of all I'm going to use the layout sketch approach. There are so many ways you can design this, but I'm going to use a little bit advanced method of the layout sketch. The first thing I need is to model this sketch, this layout. You can see this view. Therefore, you go to the front plane, sketch, normal to you. I'm going to use P to hide planes. Then I need a line. Then a center line. For construction, dimensions will be from this point to this line to be 80. Then from this point to this point to be, that is 50. Like that. Then the length is 80. Length is here 80. Another arc that comes from this point to this point, like that. This arc is also tangent. Can dimension this arc to be 50. Still can use a tangent arc, yet is to make this arc. Let me use this arc as an example, like that, and make this 2 tangent. Dimension this one to be 200. This one is my layout sketch. You can rename, call it master sketch. We can now create one feature by feature. We're going to create this first, then this, then this. Therefore, we first for extrude, I'm going to use a revolve. My axis will be this axis here. Then the face to revolve to be this, like that. That's fine. Show the sketch. Next, I need now to extrude this body up to 50, symmetric to be 50, like that. Next is extrude this. I'm going to select even this. Let me first for hide this so that I can select this, then show 20 symmetric, add, have to use add, merge with all to form one part. You can hide the sketch like that. Then we need this cutout here and the fillets here. Let me first for make the cutout sketch, normal to you, like that. Use the midpoint, select this line, this point. Dimension from this point to this point to be 55, and this one to be 14. That's fine. I want to extrude this section here, remove up to next, and merge this one, this surface, this face here up to next. Then you can have fillets. equal all the time, and for construction, just like that. That's the only sketch we need here. So that if I go back to now to the revolve, I can now create a plane using plane point. I can use the front and a point, this point here on my line. It will always ensure that this plane is tangent to this face. If I change the master sketch, let's see what happens. Maybe this one to be 60 instead of 50. Let's see what happens. The plane also changes because now I'm making my model to be intelligent. Let me go back to that value. Then next one, now my extrude tool. Let me hide this sketch. I don't need to see. This it is 20. You can see supposed to be 20. This is supposed to be length 20. Therefore, you edit this one. Instead of blade, you select up to face, up to this face. But when you do that, see what happens. A face is created here, and this one becomes longer. I will illustrate how to fix this. There are two ways you can fix this. Let me use just one way. One way of now making this one to be shorter is use the second edit position. Go not to the second. For the blade, use up to face. Select same face, but now offset by the value of 20, and you offset this side if you, like that. This is up to face offset. You offset this direction. If you say okay, now this becomes 20 as per our first image that is supposed to be 20. You can see 20 here. Okay, next we need now to hide. We need now to fix this. We can use this. We can use what we call move face. Let me now show my sketch. Move face, this face, move this face up to offset, up to entity, up to this point, just like that. Now I have fixed that side. I'm using my one sketch, one line that I sketched here. Okay. Lastly, let's go now to the next one here, extrude 2. This one is now a bit tricky because now we need now this one to this face, and this face need to be tangent. Simple, just edit. Instead of now blade, you can say up to face, up to this face, like that. On the other direction, then you offset this value here. Maybe you can say 50, other direction. I'm using an offset. Use an offset of 50 on the other direction. Therefore, from this face up to this face, then we have an offset. If you remove the offset, it forms this. You can see this is one is it forms this body. You offset by this 50 as per image 3. This 50. Then we need now to delete this back section by using a second edit position. Instead of this direction, you change. Instead of using a value, you also select up to face, up to this face to delete the back section. Therefore, from this face to this face, we get exactly 50. Okay, that was the hardest section. Now you go to the next, sketch 1. That's fine. Extrude 3. We can always rotate this. You go now to select move face. This face, select this 3 face because we want to rotate them. Let's press F to fit. Instead of offset, select rotate. You can use this surface, or you can select a mate connector. Let me just use the surface here. Use 40 like that. Okay, Then if you go to the next one, next fillet, we need now to edit this to be 25 as per the image. Delete this, then reselect this like that. Lastly, our fillet 2. We have managed to modify our part to be similar to this. Yeah, thank you. Stay tuned for more advanced practice videos here in Onshape.